In this video, we will be repairing a Dela freezer. It was a good little freezer, worked for 3 years and suddenly stopped. You turn it on, it starts humming, doesn't cool, and then shuts off. So, we need to figure out what happened to it. Here are the specifications of this freezer. Model DRF91FN. It seems quite simple. There is an electrical diagram on the back. The compressor, an important part of the system, is located at the bottom of the machinery. It is essential for the proper functioning of the entire setup. Inside, there are 3 spacious and conveniently placed freezer compartments that are also easily accessible. And basically, the cold regulator is at the top. Right now, it is set to 4, which is the highest setting, but there is still no cold. Let's try to figure out what happened. We turn on the power. A slight vibration can be heard, and then it immediately shuts off. A click is heard. There are 2 possibilities here. Either the compressor is faulty or the start relay. We carefully unscrew the 2 small end screws that securely hold the protective cover in place, ensuring that the cover can be safely removed for maintenance or inspection purposes. We pry here at the top carefully with a screwdriver and the cover slowly starts to come off. Protection. And here underneath, as you can clearly see, you can see all of the components in the relay fully assembled. Here it's indeed unpretentious. Everything is simple and clear. Now it is necessary to carefully remove it from the compressor and try to check the contacts and connections. Now, using the ohmmeter, it's necessary to check the compressor for a short circuit to see how it works. For this, we remove the relay, and there are 3 terminals here. You can see them. Now we need to figure out if there is any. Somewhere around here is a short circuit issue. To address this, we need to set the multimeter to the resistance check mode. And now we can proceed to the control inspection. At this point, to see how many ohms are here. To do this, firstly, carefully connect the lower and upper terminals and then ensure they are secure. Here we have 0.60 ohms. Now we need to check the bottom, left, and top. 0.16 ohms for the lower one and 0.47 ohms for the right and upper ones. So this means that our compressor is working fine, and we need to look for the cause in the relay itself. Somewhere it has burnt out. Now we will carefully check the relay terminals. To do this, you need to set the multimeter to the resistance measurement mode. And then you can start testing the connections. There is some resistance, but no good contact. So it needs to be disassembled and checked to see what the problem is. Look, something is shaking, wobbling, which means something is faulty. We need to figure out what the problem is. You can buy a new one, or you can try to repair the old relay. Carefully bend back the clips and try to remove the cover without breaking it. Everything here is very delicate, so we need to do it carefully. In our case, the relay is posistor based, and this posistor, which is inside and responsible for current conductivity, has simply crumbled. Here is a piece of it that has fallen off. Here you can see the contact burning, which means that because of such a small thing, our refrigerator does not start. We will definitely have to look for one at the market or probably in a store, and after that we will install it and check how our freezer is working. This little thing cannot be repaired because this posistor is not sold separately and only comes as part of a set. Moreover, it is visible in the lower part that half of the posistor has fallen off. You can clearly see a visible crack, and it is slowly just moving around the surface of the object. The relay is completely faulty. If it were some Soviet version and a different type of relay, something could still be cleaned. I had to think carefully about the situation, but in this case, Only a complete replacement would save our freezer from further issues. Therefore, I decided to purchase a brand new relay of this specific type to ensure everything works perfectly. They said it is indeed from a Ukrainian manufacturer, and it fully replaces the original double relay. There are also 3 connectors here. The original one was positioned like this, and this new one will stand like this. They are almost identical. Here the block is combined 2 in 1, and here it is separate. Now it is necessary to place it in the refrigerator. There are actually 3 outputs here, unlike this one, where there was, in fact, 1, and there 1 too. So we need to connect the top one, which is our third contact, and the first. The second is not used. So we connect. We know that our white wire went to the top contact. And the blue one, which was the blue one, eventually went to the bottom connector. In the end, it is absolutely necessary to press for better rigidity to very securely fix the white wire. And we try. Now it goes in tightly and well. The same needs to be done with the blue one, so that with better depth density, there is no sparking. Here it is in place. Now we need to check how our refrigerator works. We connect the relay to the compressor to the stop, and now try to turn it on, and then check how it will work. We connect. The compressor started in 2. It works. Now we just need to wait a little. Within an hour, check how it will gain temperature and when it will turn off. It is widely heard that it works effectively, efficiently, and reliably. You can actually hear the freon flowing through the cooling system. Let's wait a little. Now you can turn it off from the socket and install the protective cover of our relay in place. There are 2 self-tapping screws here that need to be removed because the contact wire will come out here. These self-tapping screws are crucial for holding the components together. This bar, which is an essential part of the assembly, is also removed. There are such clamping parts that are used to secure the wire here. We put it on, thread the wire in advance into this connector at the bottom, and at the top it needs to be snapped well so that there is no... There it is, perfectly snapped into place to the designated spot. Now, we just need to screw in 2 screws with precision and care, being careful not to damage any pipelines that are nearby to ensure everything is secure and avoid any potential issues. The contact group is all completely secured. The relay is protected and definitely safe. If moisture gets in here, there will be no soaking. We turn on the freezer again to ensure it is functioning properly. And you can hear start working. This means the work wasn't in vain. There, the job is done. Now, we just need to set the power regulator to the position 3 or 2 for the normal operation of this freezer. And you can place a thermometer and set the temperature you need. So, our work was not in vain. Everything is working. You can hear the compressor running. You can try gently and carefully touching the refrigeration tubes with your hand to see if they are cold or warm. There they are, cold. This means our device will soon reach its normal mode and provide the required temperature of -18 degrees. You have watched the video on how to repair a Dela freezer. Like, leave remarks and comments, subscribe to our channel, stay with us. Goodbye everyone.